high school football. The hits, the scores, complete coverage of the high school games that matter. This is Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Bojangles.
Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Jermaine Ferrell, hoping your day is wonderful and blessed like butter. Let's go on a roll, baby, with the latest edition of Friday Night Blitz. It is week 1 of the playoffs, so let's get the party started with our Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week.
Blitz Game of the Week, sponsored by Don Hudson Insurance.
This week's Friday Night Blitz Game of the Week is one of the more intriguing games on the docket. The Rockbridge County Wildcats have been one of the pleasant surprises this season, going a perfect 6-0 in the shortened 2020 regular season, earning the top seed in Region 3 seed. And the Cats face a team that knows what it's like to make deep playoff runs in the 4th-seeded Heritage Pioneers. They're at 5-1. In the last 3 seasons, the Pioneers lost in the state finals, won a state title, and lost in the state semifinals. Keep in mind, there are only 4 rounds of the playoffs, so that's big. So let's go up to Lexington and Rockbridge County running out because they're fired up, and the Heritage Pioneers the same as well. Rockbridge with the ball. How about Miller J's going to go deep to Caswick Owens, a KO play for the touchdown, and the Wildcats take a 7-0 lead. But the Pioneers would respond. Cameron Burns, back from injury, he's going to hand it off to Zach Steele, and the Steele man is going to run through the clear, gets it into the house. Heritage ties this bad boy up at 7. To the second quarter, the Pioneers with the ball, and KB Cameron Burns is going to get caught, going to go deep to Keyshawn Hubbard makes it good. Going to the house, young fella. You got one to miss extra point, but Heritage up 13-7. Pioneers are not done. They have the ball around the 35. Burns working out that arm, hooks up to guess who? It's Hubbard time, as in Mr. Hubbard. He's got it in the zone with the 2-point conversion. The Pioneers up 21-7. Heritage in good field position here after a fumble recovery, and Burns connects with Jaleel Hamlet, who stretches it in for the score. Pioneers up 28-7. Rockbridge County, they're going to kick off the ball to begin the 3rd quarter. And picking up the ball is Kenneth Deuce Crawford. And with a name like Deuce, you're going to make some cuts. The bigger the cuts, the bigger the rhyme. Take it all the way to the house. Heritage is up big now, 35-7. To the 4th quarter we go. The Pioneers, Zach Steele. He's going to get the ball again, and he's going to run hard, make moves, make cuts. That boy is gone to the house. Pioneers up 48-10. That's how this game would end. Heritage rolls to a 48-10 win over Rockbridge County to advance to the regional finals. Ryan Boyd gives us the 4-1 on this bad boy from Lexington.
Well, for tonight's Game of the Week, we have a regional semifinal contest between Heritage High School and Rockbridge County. And for both squads, a spot in the Region 3C championship is on the line.
But I thought defensively, rather than a couple plays, we played pretty well. Number 7, their quarterback, yeah, I give him credit. He's a really good quarterback. But, on offense, I thought our offensive line did really well. I thought number 14, Cam Burns, our quarterback, stepped up tonight. Did a really good job. And it's a team win. We're excited. When you get in this time of year, it's about getting to the next step. And you're still playing next week. That means you're doing your job. We give Rockbridge a lot of respect. Coach Poston does a great job. I thought that what really helped us in the second half and really late in the second quarters, we don't play a lot of kids both ways. And they played a lot of kids both ways. You can see them getting winded. And I think that's when we started, and the kickoff return by Deuce there in the second half, that kind of took the air out of them a little bit. It's big, but you don't want to just play in championships. You want to win championships. And, that was our goal at the beginning of the year, to be here. But it's not, it wasn't our goal to be here. It's our goal to win it. So, our goals are still in place. But we have a lot of work to do between now and Thursday. Like I said, tonight's goal is to go 1-0 in the playoffs and to move on to the next round. We've done that.
Well, as you just heard, the Pioneers getting it done on both sides of the ball. They defeat the Wildcats 48-10, which means they secure a seat in the Region 3C championship. Local in Lexington, Ryan Moy, Wfxr Sports.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Heritage visiting the winner of this game between Liberty Christian and Brookville. The Bees opening the season with a win over LCA. LCA 6-0, or LCA is up 6-0. Davis Lane, he's going to complete a bullet to Sully Holmes, and Holmes takes it into scoring territory. Then the next play, how about Cade Wyckoff? He's going to take the ball and plow his way in, young fella, through the clear. Yeah, you think he's stopped? No, he's not stopped. He's got it. Touchdown. And The Bulldogs are up 13-0. On the next play, how about Davis Lane? He's going to roll around. He's going to complete the pass here to D-Mac. Delvonte McLean, Mr. Clean with the touchdown, 20-0. And then right before the half, oh, those tricky LCA birds. Yeah, Bulldogs, yeah, they got it into Connor Hill with the score, 26-0. LCA rolls over Brookville at Stinger Stadium tonight, 42-14. Next week at Williams Stadium, the Bulldogs will host Heritage for the Region 3C title. Last night over in the Richmond area, Franklin County taking on Thomasdale in the Region 6A semifinals. Franklin County down a score. They would answer here. How about this? Josh Luckett to Eli Fox to Josh Luckett tied at 14, and then in the third, Thomasdale up 11, but Franklin County would go with the same combination. Fouts to Luckett, but Franklin County season would come to an end last night. 41-31 loss to Thomasdale. And meanwhile, we go to that scoreboard. Thomasdale, they will travel to Oscar Smith in the regional finals. Oscar Smith shutting out Grassville 48-0. Here's a stat of the night. Next week, Oscar Smith will be in their 17th straight regional title game. Meanwhile, in Region 3D Saturday, the top seed Lord Botetourt will host Harrisonburg. Abington getting a 42-0 win over Carroll County in that matchup. Meanwhile, coming up, we have more Friday Night Blitz coming your way. We go to Region 5D where the Patriot Patriots and the William Fleming Colonels both at home for regional semifinal contest. This is Friday Night Blitz. Welcome back to Friday Night Blitz. We enter the Region 5D portion of the show. Both Roanoke City Public Schools hosting semifinal games tonight. First stop over at Patrick Henry, where the top-seeded Patriots hosting the fourth-seeded Mountain View squad. To Patriot Stadium we go. Second half action. Mountain View up 7-0, and the PH kids have something to cheer about in a couple of minutes. Case in point, how about Arwan Webb? He's going to get the running going, putting PH in first down territory. Then Gunn, he's going to go to the air, roll out to the right, hook up with Devin Tellez, and that's a first down catch. More PH on this drive. Carmelo Taylor runs to the outside on the jet sweep. All the cool kids are doing it. To the jet sweep, young fella, you got you one. And then more Gunn. He's going to go to the air, showing off that arm. Remember Tellez earlier and catches it, tries to stay in bounds. It's knocked out right around the 5. And then a little bit later, Gunn is going to load up, hook up with Jahi Kimbrough for the equalizer. We're tied at 7, but PH's season comes to an end as Mountain View wins the game to advance to the regional finals 14-7. Meanwhile, staying in Roanoke off Ferncliff Avenue, second-seeded William Fleming Colonels hosting Harrisonburg. Fleming leading this one early in the second quarter, and Deshaun Lewis, we're going to talk about him in a few seconds. He calls his own number and gets it in for the touchdown. 35-0 William Fleming, but the Blue Streaks, they would get on the board before intermission. Check this out. Keegan Glagos, he's going to find Elijah Wilmore on the tip drill, the catch of the day and probably the play of the day. He's going to take it to the house on a ridiculous 51-yard score, but William Fleming was strong tonight, creating separation in the third. Lewis going to hook up with Nashawn Bonds, cashing his way in for the touchdown from 16 yards out. The Colonels were not done. Lewis is going to hit Juwan Webb, catches it in stride, takes it to the house. Fleming up 49-7 midway through the third. Fleming wins big, 63-21. They will host Mountain View in the regional finals next week. And if you want to see that game, William Fleming and Harrisonburg in its entirety, check it out tomorrow. And that game will be at 4 o'clock. It says noon, but actually it's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, that game will air on WWCW. Dave Ross and Steve Meyer will be on the call of this broadcast, locally produced by Franklin County students. Meanwhile, over to Region 4D, top-seeded Salem hosting Amherst County, and we are there for some action. Salem will strike first, courtesy of Z-Webb, Xavion Wood. Z-Wood gets one in from the touchdown. The Spartans up 7-0. Salem keeping it going on their next possession. How about Cameron Leftwich? He's going to take it in himself. That's a touchdown. Salem up 14-0. But Amherst County comes back big on the defensive end. Salem is going to get a little trouble here as they're going to lose the ball right there. They're in the red zone, and the Lancers would come up with the ball. But they would not do anything with it. Then Salem's going to tack on some more points courtesy of Wes Cross, nailing the field goal, 17-0 Salem. And the Spartans, they win this one 24-7. So they will host the regional finals. And who will they get? This game from last night at Danville, George Washington Eagles hosting the Pulaski County Cougars. This was a fun one, Region 4D semifinals. The Cougars, Drew Dalton's going to roll and hook up with Ethan Gallimore. That's going to be a 5-yard score. Pulaski up 7-0. More Pulaski, they did it on the offense. And how about some defense? Jeb Burns is going to fumble the ball, and guess who's going to get the ball? How about Diego Turner? It's going to go his way. Where in the world is Diego Turner? He's in the end zone. Touchdown, he got it. 14-0 Pulaski. But back comes GW. Jacoby Hairston plows his way in for the touchdown. 14-7 Pulaski. And then more GW. Hairston hooking up with Willie Edmonds on a 15-yard score. The Eagles, they advance to the regional finals, so they will visit Salem next week as they get the win over Pulaski. 42-35. Coming up next on Friday Night Blitz, we have more regional semifinal highlights. We go to the Class 2 and Class 1 ranks, including Maroons and Maroon Tide. They meet up. Stick and stay, please.
Now, back to Friday Night Blitz, sponsored by Bojangles.
And we're back with more Friday Night Blitz. Thank you for hanging in with us. Now, Galax and George with Maroon Tide and Maroons. These two teams always seem to cross paths, not only in the regular season since they're district mates, but in the playoffs. And this one in the Region 1C semifinals with Galax as the top seed. Last month, the Maroon Tide shut out the Maroons 7-0. Off to Galax we go. Second quarter action in this one. The Maroons down 7-0, and they would do something about it. How about Tandem Smith with the quarterback keeper running to the outside? Young fella, you hold up the ball, do a Heisman? No, not really. Got it in there. We're tied at 7. Later in the period, from a yard out, how about Cole Pickett rolling his way in? The Maroon Tide QB gives the home team a 14-7 lead. Still in the second, Smith, the quarterback for the Maroons, and they're going to be stuck in the backfield. A little problem action, but some haterade. That's quarterback on quarterback crime. Cole Pickett, he's a quarterback and a DB. He's going to take it for the house for the pick 6. And Galax takes a 21-7 lead into the locker room. But George Swift not done just yet in the third quarter. Tandem Smith, he's going to go deep. The bomb to Peyton Coe, his senior buddy. He gets an end zone. The Maroons within 7, but Galax would have an answer in a big way with plays like this. Javante Reeves breaking through the running game as usual. Strong for the Maroon Tide. Take it to the house. Maroon Tide up 28-14. Galax wins this one over George with 41-21. For more on this Maroon field battle, here's Wfxr Sports' David de Guzman.
Well, right at the end of the first quarter, with George Wythe knocking at the doorstep of a touchdown, there was a 20-minute lightning delay, and Galax using that time to its advantage before dominating over its Mountain Empire district rivals by 20 points and advancing to the region championship.
It actually gives us a little bit of a help because we got to go in and look at some film in there and make some adjustments because they come out some stuff that we hadn't, that they run some things we hadn't seen. So it gave us a go in there and fix some things we were making some mistakes on and kind of help us get to stop the run, But, they're a really good football team, and they got athletes everywhere.
I mean, compared to the last time you two met, Cole Pickett was really able to break out there. How obviously a key role in today's win.
Yeah, he's one of those kids that's in there every morning in the weight room. He's one of the first guys in the weight room, the last guys that leave the weight room after practice and everything. So, he puts the time and effort in, but all these guys do. They all are in here working their butts off, and it's a good team win. Everybody worked really hard and fought and threw a little bit of adversity early and played well.
So obviously tonight's game very different from that 7-0 win in the regular season, but Cole Pickett being the constant force for this team this season as Galax again advancing to the region championship. Coach Allen saying that they have to rest up and be prepared because there's no bad teams left in the playoffs. Local in Galax for Friday Night Blitz, David de Guzman, Wfxr Sports.
Thank you so much, David. The Region 1C semifinal second seeded Narrow 6-0. They have yet to give up a point all season, hosting Parry McCluer, but Parry McCluer is trying to crack on that scoreboard as they're going to do a play here. How about Ty Ruley to Jalen Mitchell, 75 yards. The Fighting Blues with a 2-point conversion goes up 8-0. That's the first points the Green Wave would give up, but they're not upset about it. They're going to just go ahead and take matters in their own hands. Reed Bowman, the Narrows quarterback, is going to run it in from 8 yards out. Parry McCluer's lead's only 8-7. More Narrows. How about Bowman? He did it with his legs. How about doing it with your arms, Mr. Bowman? Rolling out, there you go, goes deep, looking for Logan Green, color of money, with the 40-yard catch. Narrows up 14-8, and they win this one 28-8, so they travel to Galax in the regional finals next week. Let's go to the scoreboard. Riverheads in Region 1B semifinals rolling over Alta Vista 58-13. That's 18 straight playoff wins for Riverheads. Their last loss was the 2015 state title game, a 7-6 loss to Galax. Region 2C semifinals, Appomattox winning over Radford 41-12. Our final batch of highlights comes from Ringgold, where Dan River hosting Glenver in the Region 2C semifinals. A weather delay, lightning hit the scoreboard. Yeah, there it is. They were doing some work trying to fix it, trying to get it out. So it was about an hour delay. The teams got back on the field, and Dan River would show something here. How about Tracy Glass? He's going to go to the air, hook up with Ty Lyric Coleman. TC, are you with me? How about for a touchdown, 7-0 Cats? And then Tracy Glass, he's going to hook up with Robert Carter, and Carter does the rest. Moving, cutting to the outside, touchdown, making it a 14-0 lead, but a 16-yard field goal as time expires by Glenver gives them a wild 23-21 win. That game just ended a little bit ago because of the delay. Up next on Friday Night Blitz, we shine a spotlight on our latest Player of the Week. More Friday Night Blitz coming up on the other side.
It's time for the Friday Night Blitz Player of the Week, sponsored by Tater Benson of MKB Realtors.
And welcome back to Friday Night Blitz right here on Wfxr. Again, thank you so much for watching our show. We appreciate the viewers and all the good stuff that you guys bring to the table. Where tonight's Player of the Week is from William Fleming High School. They do say that big things come in small packages, and junior quarterback Deshaun Lewis is a big thing, as he's been doing it with his legs and his arms and leading William Fleming to the playoffs. One of his best performances of the season came last week, where he rushed for more than 100 yards and a TD. He passed for more than 280 yards and a score, as William Fleming piled up over 530 yards of total offense and leading Fleming to a win at Franklin County. But there is more to Lewis in his play on the field, considering he has only been playing quarterback since his freshman year.
Yeah, I started playing quarterback when I came to Fleming, 9th grade year on JV. They moved me to quarterback, and it turned out pretty good.
What do you think the coaches saw in you as a quarterback?
Like you said, the natural born leader, that's a big time in playing quarterback, and plus I'm athletic, that helps a lot.
What do you think has been the key to you guys just having the success? Because like I said, you guys had those pauses, but what do you think has been the key?
Staying even keel. Our coaches stay on our head every day about becoming better each and every day. Don't allow the past to predict the future.
You've been here during the entire Coach Lovelace regime. What has he meant to you guys? Because he's a matter of fact type person. But what has he meant to you personally and the team? You feel?
He's been another father figure for a lot of us. When he came in, his big focus was getting our grades right in school, and he always says if you do good in school, it translates to the football field, and that's what we've been doing.
Because you're a big-time leader on the team. You're short in stature, but you lead by example. You're big as far as your leadership. Where does that leadership qualities and abilities, where do you feel they come from for you?
It comes naturally. My mom always told me to be a leader and not a follower, so that just came naturally.
How important has your family been in your success in playing football?
Everything. They've been with me since day one. Been teaching me everything that they know from back in the day. I have a cousin, Darius Bratton, that plays at UVA. He taught me a lot. I have a cousin, Marcus Bratton. He plays football overseas. He taught me a lot, too. And
that is awesome. Congratulations to Deshaun Lewis on getting our Player of the Week. Now, one neat thing about our Player of the Weeks, they're going to get some goodies in the form of a nice certificate. We hook you up with a certificate, and then a nice shirt, courtesy of course, Tater Benson, hooking us up with the good stuff. So thank you for Tater for hooking us up. Also, don't forget, we had some big-time games in that Region 3C, the upsets, the 3 and 4 seeds, winning Heritage as well as LCA. So they'll be playing that regional title game tomorrow. So good stuff, and we'll have more good stuff over there. NASCAR coverage. Of course, David and Ryan will have that for you coming up tomorrow. Well, for all the latest news, weather, and sports, head over to WFXRTV.com. And that does it for this edition of Friday Night Blitz. Next week, we will have the regional finals. I'm Jermaine Ferrell. Hope all your teams are winners. Have a wonderful and blessed night, everybody.